Every morning from 10. Dublin Talks on 98FM.
There are many of you listening who have a child or children with an ex. Here's the question for you. Would you be prepared to go away on a holiday with your ex in order to keep your children happy and keep things as normal as possible? Now, it might be a little bit easier if both of you aren't in new relationships. But if you are, then that adds to the complication. And the reason we're mentioning this is TV star Ant McPartlin. He's in a new relationship for the last few months with a woman who has said she's going on a holiday with her ex-husband and their 2 kids. And it was revealed that Ant said he had no problem with this at all and has even given his blessing for them going on this holiday. In other words, he doesn't have an issue with it whatsoever. And I'd love to hear from you on this on 6797981. Kevin, you're on 98FM. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good, Adrian. How are you?
Grand, thanks, Kev. What did you want to say?
No, look, I don't agree with this. Look, your point at the start that if the both parties are single, yeah, okay. And personally, I would do it if both of us were single or if the mother was single, and I would offer to go based on the safety of the children. Nothing
what do you
more.
mean based on the safety of the children?
Well, you got a single woman with children going abroad. So just for this...
Oh, yes, I get you. Yes,
you know
yes.
And, like, I wouldn't stay in the same room. I'd have a separate room. But, and children aren't dumb. They know mummy and daddy or mommy and daddy are separated. So to throw daddy back into the family frame, as in the ideal mother, father, children scenario, that's not fair enough. Because they know if mommy has somebody else already, why is daddy coming?
In other words, what you're saying is that kids are well able to deal, even though they might find it upsetting, they might find it confusing that mommy and daddy have split up, they are eventually able to deal with the reality of that.
Yeah, because you don't want them thinking, oh, mommy and daddy might be getting back together, we're all on holiday together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know they're intelligent, but they're also sensitive and emotional. Like, you don't want to be giving them false hope when there is no hope. So if the relationship is definitely over, there's no chance for reconciliation, then this is just giving children the wrong message. Exactly. Now, as I said, if both parties, or if the mother was single, ideally, as you said, if both parties are single and you've got a single woman going away with children to a foreign place and they're not used to the environment, whatever it is, I don't see the problem with the father going as kind of a
chaperone, nearly.
Like a bit of protection, just in case, if something happens, that sort of thing, or if the kids become ill. Do you know what I mean? You got multiple children, one becomes ill, has to go to the hospital. What you do? That sort of scenario. Yeah, I have no issue with that because you can explain to a child that daddy's coming, just keep everybody safe, sort of thing. And that's I don't see an issue with that. I don't think many people have an issue with that. But the other one, in relation to throwing daddy, a separated couple and then throwing the two together on a holiday abroad, you're just causing more, opening a can of worms, in my opinion.
Okay, so generally speaking, you don't think this is a runner because you're giving children the wrong idea.
Exactly.
Okay, exactly. I've just gotten a text in a moment ago, and it says, as parents, it is your duty to do things like this. Whether you're in a new relationship or not, you made the children together and you should provide them with some stability, even if that's just a 2-week holiday.
Yeah, but you also have to supply them with emotional stability. What message are you sending to a kid? Now, I know, like, in an ideal world, yes, everybody come by and we'll all be together, even though we're separated, we'll be great parents, we'll be great friends. That's not reality of the situation. So why undo the balance, emotional balance of a child over someone saying the likes of that? It's practicality you need, and stability more so for the child. And it's awkward, it's going to be awkward, there's going to be funny looks, there could be arguments, and like, when you're separated, you know yourself, I know, like, it's a difficult roller coaster at the best of times, and it doesn't really stop. So you're away in a foreign country, and then you could end up having multiple arguments. There's going to be alcohol involved, things might be said, and
it could be an absolute nightmare. Yeah. All right, Kev, stay there for 1 second. Our telephone number is 6797981. You can text or WhatsApp your opinion on this one to 0877 98 98 98. And I have a question for you. If you're in a relationship with somebody who has children from a previous relationship or a child from a previous relationship, as I know many of you do, how would you feel if he or she said they were going on a holiday with the ex for the children? Our telephone number is 6797981. The reason this is in the news, and it's bizarre actually. Why are you talking about this? Said an angry message that just came into us. The media bringing Ant back into the limelight. This isn't about Ant at all. It's just choosing his story as an example. Anyway, so what if we're bringing Ant back into the limelight? It's another day's work. I won't discuss that now. Anyhow, I'd love to hear from you on this. How would you feel if your partner now wanted to go on a holiday with their ex for their kids? Would you be grown up and reasonable and responsible and say, absolutely no problem, I think that's a great idea? Or would you just say a blank no, it's not happening, you're not going away on a holiday with your ex? 6797981 is our telephone number. You can text or WhatsApp us on 0877 98 98 98. Some people think the idea of you going on a holiday with your ex is just weird. It's just weird. It's just bizarre. Others think that, yeah, this is actually a very mature, grown-up, responsible thing of parents to do. Irene, you're on 98FM. Hi, Irene.
I think if it works for people, it works. But I find it could be very misleading and signals to children. Do you know what I mean? It's a hard one to call. If the both people are, well, I go away with my ex-husband with my daughter. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if it works for the person, then it'll work. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. You know?
Okay, could you understand why somebody in a relationship wouldn't be overly happy, kids or no kids, for their current partner to be going away with their ex on a holiday?
Oh, yes, definitely. See, none of us are involved with anyone, so, you know, that's a different kind of fish. But I think if they're both involved with someone, they should either bring their ex with them or bring their new partner with them, because that's what they want to do.
That'd be some holiday.
Really great. Wouldn't they have a good bash up then?
All right, stay there for a second. Jessica, you're on 98FM. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, yes.
Now, Jessica, what did you want to say on this?
I was just listening to the fella you had on who was going away as a chaperone because Daddy's there.
No, he didn't say he was. No, that he would
go away as a chaperone.
Yes.
You know, in order for Daddy to keep them safe.
Yes.
That's absolutely crazy in this day and age for him to turn around and say that. Would that not put ideas in kids' heads that maybe can't? How are the kids going to stay safe when Daddy's not there?
Sorry, I can't hear with all the noise in the background. Sorry, say that again, please.
How are the kids going to feel safe when Daddy's not there if that's the attitude he has? Daddy's going away to keep the family safe. That is absolutely offensive, insulting and nuts.
Well, there you go, Kevin. Offensive, insulting and nuts.
Okay, just to that lady, that wasn't the intention at all. I said if I was asked to go, or she would like me to go, I would have no issue going if she thought she felt safer. Because you know, that's all it was.
Daddy's there to keep everybody safe.
They are our children, and if that's what she felt safer going away with me in tow, so be it. As long as we weren't seeing each other.
Oh my God, we need to come into this new century, lads. This is just, I can't believe we're even having this conversation.
What's wrong with someone asking for some help? Can people not?
There's nothing wrong with people asking for help. It's great to ask for help. I ask for help all the time. But I don't need Daddy to come away to keep the kids safe, and I don't want to put that into their heads either. How are they going to cope with life if Daddy's not around to keep them safe? That's crazy. I keep my own kids safe.
Different situations are different. I live a stone's throw away from my children. So it's not so I'm not around. Okay.
Let me ask you, Jessica, what is your opinion on parents and the example, and we're only using it as an example that we read earlier on. Ant McPartlin, he's in a new relationship with a girl. She's going on a holiday with her ex-husband and 2 kids, and he's okay with it. What's your view on that?
I think it's a grey area. Like, personally, I wouldn't be into it, but if there's families out there for spending quality family time together, I can understand that. We're coming together once a year to spend time together, to have fun as a family, to build the memories, have the photos to look back on. Yeah, I think that's a nice idea.
Is it not? And this is the point. Not to what?
Not to keep them safe.
Yeah, okay, no, I get that. But Kevin was saying that if it works... Kevin was actually saying that it gives the wrong impression to kids. It's giving kids the wrong message that Mammy and Daddy are back together and everything's normal again.
I think if Mommy and Daddy are in separate relationships with separate people and there's good visitation and there's good contact and the kids understand what's going on, to come together once a year for a holiday I think is absolutely fine, as long as the kids know exactly where they stand. And, you know, maybe it's a yearly thing that happens once a year. This is our family holiday. You know, this is where we make our memories and our photos. But when the holiday's over, we go home. And Daddy goes back to where he goes, and Mommy goes back to where she goes.
You could argue that what's the point in that? It's not real life, is it?
Well, it can be real life. Why not? It's happiness, you know? Like, it's everybody getting along, yeah.
Okay, but then...
Just for people having a healthy relationship.
Okay, but then how would you feel, I don't know if you're in this position, how would you feel if a partner who might have a child was to be going on a holiday with their ex? You're not invited.
It all comes down to having a healthy relationship and trust, and you know, in this day and age with the way relationships are going and social media, and it's all crazy. You need to bring it back to basics. You need to be able to trust who you're with. If you trust who you're with and you love who you're with, and
then it shouldn't be a problem.
You shouldn't interfere, yeah.
Okay, stay there for a second.
Anyway.
Stay there for a second. Shane, you're on 98FM. How are you, Shane?
Not too bad, lads. How are you?
Good, thank you, Shane. What did you want to say on this?
Well, I think it's not a bad idea at all. Like when I first took on my now wife 17 years ago, we are going away. Now we have both have one from a previous relationship, and we've 2 kids together.
Okay.
We've 4 in total. But like I get on with my ex very well. I get on with her husband as well, and same with my wife's ex-partner as well. But we were going away, and we offered to pay for him and his girlfriend to come across with us, so that the dog could see that it's all right not being with Mommy and Daddy all the time, but that everyone gets on, and there's no point fighting over kids.
I know, and in an ideal world, Shane, every relationship would be like that you can still get on with your ex and everything is hunky-dory, but that isn't really the real world, Shane, because bitterness sets into relationship or marriage breakdowns as well, you know.
Oh yeah, I understand. Come here, listen, completely understand that. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't all rosy in the garden at the start and all that. But the way we are seeing it is that, what is the point if, fair enough, you don't like each other anymore, you hate each other or whatever it may be, and you detest each other and you don't like the new girlfriend or you don't like the new husband. The kids didn't ask to be brought into all that mess. So what's the point in showing the kids that, oh, this is the way to go on in life, to hate each other and all that? So there's no harm if I said to you, if you're both in a stable relationship. My wife now chose to be with me, so why would I have any worries thinking that, oh, are they going to get back together, are they going to do this, are they going to do that? Why would I even think that? Like, what's the point in getting married to someone if you're going to end up going back to the ex and doing all that stuff? And anyway, pointless.
Okay, I understand that, but there is always history there, and I know Jessica was saying if there's trust in your relationship, it shouldn't bother you if your partner goes away on the holiday with their ex with the kids, but there is always history. It's not like they're going with just a mate.
Yeah, but it's not. Come here. Yeah, obviously everyone has a past, everyone has history and all that. But as I said to you, if you can't trust, if there's no trust in a relationship, there's no relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't show the kids that, listen, that, you know what I mean, like, it's all right to do this, that you can still be friendly and still be Mommy and Daddy. Like, no matter what, I'm my daughter's stepdad. I'm never going to be a real dad, because you can't take that away from someone. So what's the point in saying, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, and your mom and dad can't be with you and you can't talk? That's just showing the kids to be angry and to be not to think things through all the time in life.
Cara, you're on 98FM. Hiya, Cara.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. You were saying that Jessica, who's on the other line here, hasn't a clue. In what way?
In what way? Well, to be honest, she got Kev all wrong. I think that was the first guy on.
Yep.
He made some very good points. I'm separated. I have 2 kids. They're old enough to know that Mommy and Daddy aren't going to get back together, but I would still not go on holidays with my ex.
Why?
It does give them this false hope, maybe.
And that was the main argument that Kevin had, that it's given the wrong message. That
yes, and when he said he'd be like a chaperone, he didn't mean that. He meant, and he made a very good point. If he did go and there was no relationship on either side, and he went, if one of the kids, if there was more than one child and one of them got sick, he would be there to help out, which was a very valid point. I wouldn't like my now partner to go away with his ex if they had children.
Why not? Well, they don't have children, obviously, by the mere fact you just said that.
Well, they have an older child. He's 24. So,
oh, right, okay, yeah.
Wouldn't be. I just wouldn't like it. I just don't think it's right for the kids. I went away on my own with my kids at the beginning when my partner was in a relationship. There's not a problem. But I wouldn't, it's to do with the kids. Kids are very sensitive, and you can say to them, no, Mommy and Daddy aren't getting back, we're just going on holidays. But that doesn't work. It just doesn't. A few weeks later, they might ask, oh, is Daddy coming around? Or it's just not fair on the kids.
And Jessica, do you not agree with that you are probably giving out the wrong message?
No, I don't. I think it's all to do with reality and how you raise your kids and the world around you. And, reality can bite. It's okay to have a conversation with your kids. It's okay to say, this is the way life is. These two people used to be together. We had you. We love you. We're not together anymore. That does not mean we can't go on holiday together. That does not mean, this slide comes down between the two of us and we just separate and keep everything separate because you think we're going to get back together. If you have proper conversations with your kids, healthy relationships, of course it's fine. Of course it's fine. What if they grow up and they have kids? Don't you want them to pass on to them?
You see, Jessica, I think you live in a little bit of a bubble that doesn't exist.
Don't live in a bubble.
Hang on, I agree with you, Jessica, that in an ideal world we can all be happy families. We'll all go on holidays, ex-wives and ex-husbands. We'll all go off on holidays, but that isn't reality. That's not how the world works.
For some people, that's not reality.
I would say, sorry, Jessica, I would say,
that's how it should be.
I would say for the majority of people, that is not reality.
But why not do it? If you can. If you can do it, why not do it?
If you
can do it, I can celebrate people's miserable come in tears. Other people's insecurities, other people's, opinions that don't really matter. If you can do it, just do it.
Okay, stay there for a second. Lauren, I was saying to you just a moment ago that your sister did it last year with her ex, going holidays, that is, to Florida.
Yeah, they went to Florida. They went to a wedding to her ex's brother was getting married in Florida, and all his family, all her ex's family, and her and our current fella went together.
And how did that all work out?
Brilliant. They had a great time. He went. Personally, I wouldn't be into it myself, but they all got on really well. He went out with her ex and his brothers and sisters and all on his own, and had a great time. They were quite comfortable and settled in their own relationships. And they both had kids. He had kids with other people, with another girl, and she had another son with this guy, and they all had an absolute ball.
Right.
They all stayed in a big.
I'm sure you'd agree that that's very unusual.
Very, very. I wouldn't personally now, I have to say.
Why not?
Nothing to do. I don't even know whether it would be a jealousy thing, because I have a stepdaughter who's 20, and I wouldn't be happy with that. But yeah, I don't mind. He goes away to Liverpool on his own and goes to stadiums, and I never have a problem with anything like that. But I just think that is probably a step too far.
And is it a trust thing, or I know somebody texted in a while ago, and I did mention this, that it's not like going away with a mate. It's going away with somebody with whom you have history.
Yeah, I think there would be a little bit of jealousy there, even though he goes away, as I said, to Liverpool on his own with his mates, and I wouldn't even ring till he got home, and it would never be a problem. But I just think that with the history and stuff like that, I don't think I wouldn't be worried about anything happening.
I do think people, a lot of people are texting in, everyone should go away together. That's not the real world. That's not.
No, I don't.
In an ideal world, yes, but it's not the real world.
Yeah, no, I just don't think personally I wouldn't like it, and I wouldn't, and I know he wouldn't like it if it was the other way around and I had kids with anybody else. I know it would
just
be
wouldn't,
shut down straight away. Yeah.
All right, stay there for 1 second. Dave, you are that soldier. You go on holidays with your ex and your 2 kids.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
And how does that all work out?
Well, every year she wants to go away. I'm single now at the moment. She's single as well.
Ah, you see, there's the difference.
Yeah, but, we go away with the kids knowing that nothing's going to happen between the two of us. It's all good.
Okay, how do you think, let's imagine before next summer, you're in a new relationship, how do you think the new girlfriend would take it?
Well, it depends on herself, it all...
Would you say, would you be prepared to say, tough, I'm going anyway, whether you like it or not?
I would, yeah, because I'll put the kids first, and the kids have a great time every year, so...
Okay, so you would sacrifice your relationship for the sake of your kids if the girlfriend wasn't happy with it?
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. And could you understand why a new girlfriend might have an issue with it?
100%, yeah, of course.
But you would
girls
still...
out there that would just drop you like a hat if they got into that family issue,
Okay, and do you think that if your ex were to get in, and like I said, it is a lot easier, and we did say this earlier on, it is a lot easier when both of you are single. There's no other complications. You just aren't in a relationship together anymore, and you go on a holiday with your kids. Do you think if she got into a new relationship, she would do the same thing? She'd say, well, tough, I'm going with him anyway.
Well, maybe not on her behalf, I suppose you just have to wait until that day comes around and then go with that. But at the moment, it's working out for us, so, it's both of us are happy out. We know exactly what's not going to happen and what is going to happen, and it works out with the kids at the moment, so
okay,
we just have to see what the future holds.
Well, Jessica, you think that's the right approach, do you?
Yeah, if you can do it, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Not everyone's the same.
Not everyone's the same. Not everyone can do it. But if you can do it, go ahead and do it. It's great.
Okay, well, let me just bring in one last call on this, and that's you, Kieran. You're on 98FM. How are you?
How's it going?
You're on a holiday right now, are you?
I am. Gran Canaria.
In Gran Canaria? With your ex?
No? Without the ex.
Oh, without the ex, I see. Why is the ex not with you?
Because we're not together.
Aha. Right.
Why would she?
But you have kids together, have you?
We have 2 kids together. I brought one of the kids away last week to England, and I brought the other kid away to Gran Canaria this week.
Okay, and now what a lot of people have been saying is, for the kids, you should be bringing her as well.
Oh, but that's where FaceTime comes in. Kids FaceTime her every morning, every evening, every night when they're away.
So the kids can ring Mammy, have a grand chat with Mammy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, okay.
It's not as if we don't get on. We do get on, but we split up for a reason.
Well, Dave, let me ask you that. Let me put that to you. You split up for a reason. And splitting up means you don't go on holidays anymore.
No, but when the kids are involved, it's a whole different ballgame.
But Kieran has kids involved. In other words, what Kieran is saying, if I'm getting you right, Kieran, is we have the technology now that kids aren't away from their mammy when they're away from her.
Exactly.
They talk to her, they can see her every day. It's no biggie. And you split up with her for a reason, and that reason doesn't include going on holidays.
Exactly. When we got up this morning, the little girl FaceTime her with her, and we had a chat. She FaceTime her later on. She FaceTime her tonight.
Yeah, as often as she wants.
Yeah.
And could you ever see a reason to take your ex on holiday? No, obviously not.
Well, further down the line, if the kids are getting married, stuff like that, going away, getting married away, stuff like that, okay, but no. Probably not, no.
Probably not, no. But Dave, how old are your kids as a matter of interest, Dave?
Yeah, they're 3 and 5.
3 and 5, okay. How long do you see this continuing, the two of you going on holidays with the two of them?
Yeah, well, I go for the next 10 years if it's up to myself, Like I say, the kids are always first. If they're happy enough, if myself and the ex-partner are happy enough, we'll go with it, It all depends on...
And what about the people that were arguing that you're actually sending the wrong message out to the kids, that you're still, sometimes capable of being in a relationship? Why can't you be like this all the time?
Well, look, you're always going to be sending out wrong messages one way or another to other people, you know, unless they're in the situation, they don't fully understand what's going on, you know.
All right. Thanks very much indeed, Dave. And Kieran, thanks for listening to us on your Holliers.
No water, enjoy the show.
Thanks very much indeed, Kieran.
Thanks, Rod.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much indeed, all of you, for your calls, comments, texts and opinions. This is 98FM's Dublin Talks.
Every morning from 10. Dublin Talks on 98.